I want to talk about the law of attraction because it's so vitally important in creating a happy life and a happy parenthood. But there's also been so much speculation and so much misunderstanding about what the law of attraction is that when you mention it, people kind of get a little ruffled up sometimes. There's well, I guess it's since The Secret came out quite a few years ago. There's a tendency for people to think that the law of attraction is based on the idea that you can get whatever you want as long as you focus really, really hard. And so you have these people kind of turning in on themselves, visualizing what they want, and focusing only in on that, and kind of building themselves a brick wall. The law of attraction isn't about what you think. The law of attraction is based on what you are. So, the best way that I've found to explain the law of attraction is to imagine the universe as a magnet. And what you send out in your daily reactions and your daily actions and your daily thoughts then get reflected back to you. You're sending out the message of what you're asking for by what you're radiating. Another way of thinking about this is if you think that every single thought that you have carries with it an energy. Anyone who has done any energy healing will know that the actual essence of the energy that you emit actually shifts with whatever thought you focus on. So, if you imagine the energy shooting out from you, you then attract the same back to you. Which is, in essence, why the concept of visualization works. If you're doing it right, your visualization is creating the energy of where you're headed rather than what is around you. Now, how does that work in parenting? Let's say, for an instance, you wake up one morning and your kids have decided to make breakfast for you. So you go downstairs and the kitchen is just everywhere. You, in a split second, have a choice. You can acknowledge that it was a lovely intention, or you can make the other choice and totally freak out. You can have a fit that everything is in such chaos. Now, those two choices carry with them a different attraction point. If you choose to freak out, you're holding up a stress card. You're holding up the life is overwhelming, life is too stressful, I can't keep my house clean. And therefore, with the law of attraction, everything that follows in your day, and as long as you're holding that card up, will reflect that. You'll never be able to have a clean house. You'll never be able to have things in order. You'll never be able to resist the feeling of overwhelmment until you put that card down. Now, if you can take that moment and in that semi-panic, stop and go, wait, thank you. That was very sweet. And look at the intention. And look for a better feeling option. Look for the option that feels like the parent you want to be. You're then going to attract more situations of that essence. That feeling space, that person, that loving, sharing experience, you'll find multiplies in your days. That's only a tiny, tiny, tiny touch of the edge of what law of attraction can actually create. But it is such a useful tool in just day-to-day living with our children. And day-to-day living with ourselves, because when we find ourselves caught up, when we find ourselves getting stressed, when we find ourselves feeling things that we don't want to feel, it gives us that space to say, wait, I don't want this feeling anymore, so I'm going to shift focus. I'll shift focus to something that feels better. I can find something that feels better, because if I focus on things that feel better, if I distract myself with something that feels better, I'm rising to the point of feeling like myself. And if I rise to the point of feeling like myself, I'm going to bring in more experiences that I can express myself. And things are going to flow at a totally different space than if I allow myself to be overwhelmed with stress and tension and frustration and anxiety and irritation. So law of attraction is not just about getting the nice car. It's about feeling like your highest version of yourself and practicing it, and therefore getting more experiences that you can express it.